Like they could be siblings, but not necessarily twins. Like how I kind of me and my sister have like the same coloured hair, and we look like our parents, but we don't look that similar. So if they were to be related, I think it would be more siblings rather than twins. But yeah, no, it would be interesting if that was a thing. I don't know if it was to be true and if it was to come out, it would have definitely been revealed by now, considering both groups are like I think it's is 7 years since the debut date. The 12th of February. Words. Words are difficult. Yeah, it's the 12th of February 2019. So they're nearly 7 years old. And Stray Kids was on like the 25th of March 2018, I believe. So, yeah, it would have come out within. I think even when Yeji was being like announced as a member, or even if like Hyunjin was announced as a member of Stray Kids, like they would have been like, I have a twin sister, or I have a younger sister called Yeji. She's also a trainee. She's also under the company. That was a really weird voice. It's like maybe she's actually. She, this is going to sound really strange. She could actually be older than what she says she is, and then could be the older sister. I don't. I don't know. Or it could be that Hyunjin is older than he says. But again, I'm like, what does it matter? It doesn't. It doesn't really anything really for like either group. I would say. So yeah, no, Stray Kids debut. It says that the debut released. I can't speak. Was released on the 26th of March. So is that? I don't. Why am I so invested in this? So I always kind of get a bit confused as yeah, it was the 25th. I always get confused as to when these people say their debut date because like off topic, which I suppose that Baby Monster, they I guess technically debuted on the 27th of November 2023 with Batter Up, obviously with the 6 members. But then like with Ion, or however that girl says her name, like it's technically the 1st of April Fool's Day. So it's like, are we calling a horse, saying that's their debut? Or are we calling it a fish and saying sheesh is their debut? Because it was announced as it. Like, it was announced as their debut. Batter Up is their debut. Then things. This is my problem with, like. My problem with YG is that they just don't. They don't say anything. They don't talk to us. They don't. Like. They say stuff, but then they don't really. If you get what I mean. Like, there's their EP, their, like, second EP, We Go Up. 4 songs is a single, not an EP. An EP is like 6, maybe 7, maybe even 8. But their first album, Drip, was 8 songs. And I'm like, why? Why? Why is that? And like, Hot Sauce was meant to be their pre-release for onto the album. And then, like, they were meant to release a pre-release in September, and I guess I don't think they did that. So I don't care. And then it was released. Like, this is my problem with YG is that they give us their plans and then don't even apologize, I guess, for saying like, oh, I'm sorry for like saying these things a little bit too soon. Like, we were just finalizing stuff. Like, I think I would prefer it. Like, I would prefer that they're honest. Like, I have always said all the way along, like pretty much my entire life, be honest. Tell me if you don't like me. And, like, say that this is what's happening and these are your tentative ideas. Then just plainly lie. And I honestly just feel sorry for Baby Monster in a lot of ways. Because we aren't hearing what's going on with Rami. And I get, like, obviously that she's ill and we're not owed an explanation as to what's going on with her. But, like, kind of, like, a little bit. Like, not so much as, like, being told directly what's going on with her, but more along the lines of, oh, like, she's, like, doing better, and, like, a little bit more, like, obviously we got the update from Farita. I really forgot her name just then. We got an update on from Farita, but I'm like, why does it come from a member, not the company? Why are things being edited out with her in it? And, like, why is the company's communications so poor? And why do these girls only have, like, 16 songs in, like, such a short amount of time? Like, this isn't Blackpink. Like, don't make them a Blackpink. It's ridiculous for them, and it's starting to be a bit ridiculous for Baby Monster too. The same goes for Treasure and all the others. Yeah. So I'm definitely cutting that out. I was just talking about Jimin. Yeah. So I've actually been recording for like 25 minutes, so this is probably going to be 10 minutes into the episode. Another thing I'd like to be true is that Chen from EXO-CBX, whatever, he actually has more than 2 children. I don't know, I sometimes think that people lie about how, like, the idols lie about how many children that they do have, because we know that one of the members of UNI, who used to be under UEFA, a Chinese Korean group, one of the members actually had a wife and a kid for a long time, like a while before we found out about it. So I do actually think that many more idols do actually have kids and are married. And those who do have kids and are married, like, we know about them, that they have more kids than we think. I don't know. I just get that vibe. I need to be more confident in my answers, not say, like, I don't know. I just get scared in case, like, people come after me and are like, why do you say that? Like, you're wrong. Like, I don't care. I have confidence. I'm scared of it. The next one, another EXO, is that Suho Jungmyeon. He was on a TV show called Behind Your Touch, and this show, my good lord. So the synopsis is cases in the small town of Mujin in the Chungcheong province, right? So that's like towards the bottom of the country near like Daegu and Busan, right? This show, it's a weird one. So psychometric is that you can like see into, like, is a form of extrasensory perception characterized by the purported ability to get accurate information on an object's history by making contact with it. And because of how like she gained these powers, right? She was touching a cow's ass when she was gaining these powers, right? And this comet like thing fell from the earth. And because she was touching the cow's bottom, and this other vet guy, he was touching somewhere else on the, this is so strange, somewhere else on the cow, and this, what's it even called? I've forgotten, I can do it. Shaman. He was looking at the comet. He's able to see people's memories just by looking at them. He didn't even need to touch them. And so this is just amazing. So she has to touch these people's asses, and Suho is like the secondary love interest, right? And he actually he lives with the shaman, and the shaman ends up being the person who's committing the murders. And I don't entirely remember why, because it was like I've not really rewatched the show since it came out and it came out in 2023. But when I was watching the show, I just kept on thinking to myself, Junmyeon, how much did they have to pay you to be in this? And I think from what I've gleaned from EXO and Suho is that they are so far down the pipeline of their careers. And I'm not saying it in a bad way, but that they are just willing to do anything and like be on a weird TV show. So to to go do this TV show and like it's just okay. And like the main character lady, like during this whole process is like she's obviously trying to figure out what's going on with it. And like towards the end of the TV show, like, he has to touch Suho's character's bomb to get information. And like somehow like she can't really do it because he knows that she has these powers, but doesn't know that the shaman has these powers. It's very strange. It's a very odd show. And like Suho's character just doesn't. He has the same problem as I do, in that I don't tell people information when I should, and I get stressed out. But I don't think Suho's character gets stressed out. He just doesn't speak that much. Like he'll talk, but he won't talk for that long. So then when stuff does happen and Yebun is like to Sunwoo, which is the character's name, she's like trying to give him the benefit of the doubt and all that. But then the policeman, who has a name, I just don't remember it, is like, well, why didn't you say? Like, dude, what the fuck? And like Sunwoo, like he has this really awful backstory too. Like his mum used to live in the town, too, in Mujin City, and used to be friends with Yebun's mum, I believe, something. And like they got into some sort of accident, which then led to Sunwoo leaving. I think it was just very strange, and I don't think I could like sit down and properly watch it because again, like it's a funny show, but then it will just suddenly like flip sideways and just go back to a murder mystery, and like not even like a funny like hee murder mystery. It's like horror, funny murder mystery, weirdness with Suho from EXO, and that whole combination is a very weird thing to try to understand, you know? Had a quick break. So, yeah, that was it was a weird show. We'll do we'll do one more. So I think that Sonju from TXT. I don't know why on earth I think this, because it is just written down. But I think he debuted second, so then they would have less pressure on him. So obviously we know that Yeonjun, he came out with Gum in September of 2024, and then Bongju came out with Panic, I think, in like April of 2025. So I think that maybe like Yeonjun released his solo stuff first, like his solo film first, so then Bongju didn't have as much pressure on him. But like Yeonjun's just like a full on like thing. Like his solo debut mixtape thing, whatever you want to call it, like it was an event. and like rightfully so, so it's a good song. But then when Bomju came up with Panic, like it wasn't as marketed as much. If I can type Bomju, like it wasn't terribly like marketed. Yeah, on the 27th of March, so not too far off. Yeah, like it was announced, and then it came out like within a couple of days, but it was like Johnson's was announced, and then like, it had a couple of weeks, and then like stuff started to come out about it. But then it was only once like it was just a little bit odd if I'm to be honest. But yeah, I did like it. So yeah, those are a few things that I would like to be true within K-pop. I do hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon.